All right, what is good? What is happening, everybody? How do? It's your boy Carnage, your primitive AK here, back with another video for you guys. Today we have the brand new Season 4 roadmap officially posted by Call of Duty themselves. We have a brand new article written by the one and only James Matone and the team over at Activision. Good friends of mine. Shout outs to them for writing this article out for us. But first things first, we got Season 4 Mercenaries of Fortune, which will be dropping on June 22nd. Make sure you guys turn on those post notifications. We'll be having exclusive news coming first to this channel starting next week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But showcasing everything that's going to be included in this season, we have a bunch of new items and new seasonal events that are going to be dropping. First things first, obviously Fortune's Keep, which is a new Resurgence map that is going to be coming in new Season 4, which has some new hot drops like Winery, Town, Keep, Smuggler's Cove. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for that, I actually do have a TikTok showcasing everything you need to know about the new Fortune's Keep map. On top of that, we have some Caldera updates here. Storage Town, Micro POIs, Mercenary Vaults, Reduced Vegetation, which will make Caldera a little bit more playable. Some brand new modes known as Fortune's Keep Resurgence, Golden Plunder, Titanium Trials, Endurance, and Rebirth of the Dead. For those that are curious, a big question that's been asked about Rebirth is whether or not Rebirth Island is going to be going away permanently, and they have actually confirmed that it will not be removed permanently. It's just being removed temporary to make room for Fortune's Keep in the meantime. They do say that it will return at a later date. I would assume sometime before Modern Warfare 2 actually comes out. Moving on for multiplayer in Vanguard. I know my webcam's kind of blocking it here. We'll just remove this out of the way real quick. We have some brand new multiplayer maps. USS Texas 1945, for those that remember this map. This is a returning map from Call of Duty World War II from a few years back. We also have a brand new map in season called Desolation, which will be dropping. Blueprint gun game will be making its way. We have Shino Numa, which is a new round-based zombies map returning. Some new zombies content there. Some operators. We have the Carver Butcher, Caleb Hendry, Ikena Alo, which will be dropping in season. Three brand new operators coming. We have brand new bundles: Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Famine Ultra Skin. So this is a continuation of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse bundles. Nice to see that they have like a little triage going here with these bundles. So that will be dropping in season. Romanium Glow Reactive Mastercraft. I'm not entirely sure what that weapon is, but that's a new bundle that'll be dropping. We also have the Violet Stealth Pro Pack, which I'm not too big on the Pro Packs, but that's pretty interesting there. Brand new multiplayer weapons include the Marco 5 SMG, the UGM 8 LMG. The in-season will be the Push Dagger, and also in season the Vargo S. I'm not entirely sure what the Vargo S is, but we just had the Vargo 52, which was a Cold War weapon that came out, and that seems like this is a similar weapon that's going to be dropping, I would assume. But moving on, just kind of showcasing everything there is to know about the season here. We have a bunch of new stuff that's going to be dropping in the coming season. So first things first, obviously Fortune's Keep maps. Fortune's Keep map will be dropping next week. Some Caldera updates across the island, including less vegetation, armored SUV, new contracts, 3 Warzone maps to drop into, which will be all free via the regular playlist rotation. So they haven't specified entirely just how many players is going to be on Fortune's Keep. My guess is that it would be somewhere around 60 to maybe 70 players. I would hope for 80 because it does seem like it's a fairly decently sized map. So that's a concern that a lot of people are worried about. Moving on, we have Golden Plunder, which is a brand new limited time mode that's going to be coming out. Player count increased to 120 up from 100. Players drop more cash upon death, and cash required for victory is going to be 5 million instead of the traditional 1 million. On top of that, we have a brand new armor SUV, which is going to be dropping in season. I'm not too big on armored SUVs, but for those that are into that kind of thing, this is obviously something for you. Moving on, we also have ATMs. You can get rich quick by searching out ATMs in Plunder game modes throughout the match. Funds periodically spawn near ATMs up to a maximum holding. Collect these bags for gold for a major cash boost. We also have EMP Grenades will be making their way to Warzone here pretty soon. Unsure if this is going to be available only in the limited time mode, but I'm pretty sure this is just going to be a new equipment that's going to be added to the game as well. A bit strange to be adding new equipment, especially this late into the game with Warzone 2 on the way here soon, but regardless, still a very welcome change as well. We also have a terminal list tournament, Australia, New Zealand, and Japan-based competitive tournament. So for those that want to go ahead and partake at a tournament, you have something to go for here. It's going to be 20,000 AUD prize pool. I'm not entirely sure what that is in USD. I think that's like 15,000. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me. More on the way. Rebirth Island operations to return shortly. So for those that are wishing to drop into Rebirth Island, contact appears to be temporary loss at the theater of combat. However, expect reestablishment of communications and access to this location shortly. Stand by for weekly playlist updates to curate experiences across the trio of playable maps. Basically saying that it's going to be rotated back in at a later date. That's pretty much all you need to know out of that. Vanguard overview, once again, we have new zombies content here, and USS Texas 45 will be dropping later at the launch of the season starting next week. Obviously, for those that are curious, the DLC weapons we'll be covering later throughout this video will be available in Vanguard first, followed by Warzone right after. We also have Blueprint Gun Game, which I'm not too big on, but, you know, for those that want to go ahead and check that out, you're more than welcome to do so. On top of that, we also have new ranked season rewards. These look pretty nice, actually. My only wish is that they were tracer weapons, which they are unfortunately not. But regardless, I know some people do enjoy going for those there, so this is obviously something more for you to grind for. Moving on, we also have brand new operators and also armaments. New season operators include the following, which is what you currently see on screen. I explained these earlier: Captain Butcher, Caleb Hendry, as well as a new seasonal character later. Moving on, we also have the Marco 5 SMG available at launch, a high mobility submachine gun accurate from the hip with excellent close range stopping power. For high mobility aggressive player, there are a few better options than rushing into battle with the Marco 5. It's great for pushing into objectives. Its high mobility allows you to run circles around the enemy while they struggle to get a bead on your position. Consider its relatively noticeable recoil and damage fall off at longer distances. The Marco 5 is best when fired from the hip at closer range. So this is definitely going to be a hip-fire monster. It also says that this is the very first SMG in Vanguard to feature the akimbo proficiency. You'll soon wonder why you never needed to aim down sights in the first place. So basically, they don't want you ADSing with this gun at all because it probably has a ridiculous amount of recoil. This thing is going to be a hip-fire monster, and it also comes with akimbo as a proficiency. So I'll definitely be excited to try that out. UCM 8, which will be available at launch, is a new LMG, high rate of fire mobile LMG that excels at creating suppressing fire and pushing enemy positions. This thing chews through ammo, so be prepared to feed it. Boost your ammo capacity with one of several different magazine options, or grab fully loaded or scav perk to prevent going empty in the middle of a fight. So this has a very high rate of fire, which probably has high mobility, decently noticeable recoil as well. So we'll definitely be excited to try that out. We also have a brand new melee weapon, Push Dagger. I'm actually a big fan of this one. I'm excited to give that a shot. We also have the Vargo S available later in season. This is going to be a essential armament for versatile play. Workhorse assault rifle offers a high rate of fire, steady aim throughout sustained fire, and a quick reload, and that's before adding any of its gunsmith attachments. So this will very much be a follow-up to the Vargo 52 from Cold War, except a probably very similar performance, if not exact. So I'll definitely be excited to try this one out. This will be available later on throughout the season. So I'm definitely going to be excited to try that out. But for the most part, that's pretty much it, guys. We got a lot of decent content here. And here's the third operator, which will be available later on throughout the season. We got a decent amount of content here. As always, I will be covering the DLC weapons first on the channel, followed by any bundles that come out, as well as some Warzone class setups and any other relatable content to the new season. But hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys are most excited for, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Carnage, your primitive AK, signing out. Peace out, fellas.